Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, when the game comes out next week or whenever, I really don't know when it comes out. It could have came out already, and I still wouldn't know. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I buy this game, I play it, and if I'm able to, you know, get that 10 out of 10 feeling that I get in the aspect of great games in the past, then I can come out here on YouTube and say, I can come out on YouTube and say that this is, Uncharted 4, is one of the greatest video games of all time. Can I say that with the games in the past? Of course not. Of course not. Doesn't even come close. Doesn't even come close to it. It wouldn't even hit nobody's top 10 list. I mean, it'll probably hit a die-hard Sony fanboys who doesn't buy their games list. You know what I'm saying? But I just, as a true gamer, as a guy who's grew up playing video games, starting from Super Nintendo to Nintendo, Sega Genesis, the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, the Game Boy, the Game Gear, the Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. That's my resume. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing. Oh, what's that shit called, man? The virtual reality headset that Nintendo came out with 20 years ago, 30 years ago. The Virtual Boy. I know I'm missing a lot of other consoles. What was that? I remember I played that one console years ago. Sega made it. The Game Master Game? I don't know. But that's my resume of video games that I've played. And when you're going around and giving a game a 10 out of 10, that I judge everything. That's how I judge my scores, by comparing it to everything. I know that might not be fair, but to me, that's how I judge games. Am I going to say that The Witcher 3 is going to be on the same level as the game of the past, of great games that I played in the past? Of course not. Of course not. That's why I'm so offended when I see these tens thrown out, in this modern day era. Because, a lot of people will say that those games are great in the past because of nostalgia. These games that they're giving out 10s out of 10s, from The Witcher 3 to Metal Gear Solid 5 and Uncharted 4, I guarantee nobody, 10, 20 years ago from now are going to say that those games are great. I guarantee they won't even remember the games. That's a fact. And I'm very. What happened to the employees that they had at GameStop who are actually giving out honest reviews? Remember when they were giving out, real honest? Remember they had the transgender, they had the one bald guy, gay guy. They had a pretty solid lineup of people, and they fired them all. And then now they started hiring these new people I never even heard before, people that I guarantee never even played Super Nintendo games. Genesis, I guarantee the people that they have reviewing games over at GameStop right now have not touched any of the consoles that I have touched. Doesn't even have any of the gaming knowledge and history that I have. I guarantee. And we got these people coming out here and giving out tens. This is insane. This is insane. But the thing that drives me insane the most is that even in the review, I'm trying to find the 10 out of 10. Even in the review, I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I'm going, where's the 10 out of 10 in this guy's speech inflations? I'm tired of these reviews where we're sitting here, we're going, oh man, it was an amazing experience. It was mind blowing. It was extravagant. It was, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, I'm going to prove it to you guys. Like, I really, when I see a Dark Souls review, When I see a Bloodborne review, when I see, we'll go with RPG reviews. When I see, Nintendo reviews. When I hear them review these games, I actually hear them explaining to me why this game is a 10 out of 10. You know? They're sitting down and they're breaking down the gameplay mechanics. One of the reasons I love Dark Souls the most is because the gameplay mechanics will never age. The gameplay mechanics are damn near almost perfect, you know? Now listen to this. I guaranteed I'm going to just show you some shit and it's going to be like, what the fuck does that mean? I hate when people try to explain a game to me and they start breaking up all these big words. Oh my, Wally? It's extravagant? It's magnificent? Well then, hey, I gotta run out and go pick it up right now. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. If somebody came to me, that was insane coming out of my fucking mouth. If somebody came to me and was like, yo man, how's that new Pokemon game? Oh man, it's one of the most amazing, magnificent experiences that'll just last a lifetime. Like, that shit sounds fucking, listen, I'm not high. You gotta listen to the bullshit.
Uncharted 4 is a powerful game about loss, betrayal, regret, and redemption. In both its momentous set pieces and its intimate personal moments, Uncharted 4 drives its narrative forward with a rare understanding of its characters, its world, and the gameplay tying them all together. It's a stunning combination of disparate parts. It's a breathtaking marvel of a game. By this point in the series, developer...
It's like, you see what I'm saying? Breathtaking. They're using all of these big words. I remember one of the funny things about wrestling I used to watch back in the day, and Chris Jericho had this character where he was going out saying he was the best in the world. And his main thing was about the thing he would try to explain that the WWE demographic is so fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? That was his bad guy MO. But the thing was, he loved to confuse them by using big words. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Chris Jericho, favorite wrestler of all time, him and The Rock. And he would say these words like, you know what I mean? The WWE audience was too stupid to really know what these words, it would make himself seem bigger and more important than what he was. And it would make these people look lower than what they were. And that's what I see when I'm watching these reviews. The video game audience are not a bunch of geniuses. They're a bunch of fucking losers that sit around, put up mediocre YouTube videos. They play mediocre fucking games. They buy whatever GameStop and IGN tells them to buy. And they know that all they got to do is just say a bunch of big fucking words, and all of a sudden people are going, "Gah." You know what I'm saying? And after that long spiel of what he told me, I still do not know what the fuck this game is about. What makes this game a 10 out of 10? I went to Colin Moriarty's Twitter because somebody retweeted it. He did the same thing. Uncharted 4 is fantastic as expected. Naughty Dog yet again puts everyone else to shame. Huh? Everyone else like who? Other shitty ass fucking AAA games that are out here? Of course, that's not hard to do. That's not hard to beat The Division. That's not hard to outshine Destiny. That's not hard to outshine, what else? Call of Duty? Likely PS4's best game, easily the most beautiful. What? Okay, if that makes sense. Here we go here. When it comes to presentation, characters, dialogue, plot, and all of the things that make story-driven gaming go, Naughty Dog is unrivaled. Wait, is this a video game or is this some type of fucking book? Am I paying $60 to be marveled by this fucking story that I don't give a fuck about? You saying that the story or on the levels of a fucking? I mean, I guess these movies are trying to be video games anyway. When you watch those Batman versus Supermans and the Civil Wars and Ant-Mans and shit like that, I guess, There's one thing that the Dark Souls creator said that will stick with me for the rest of my life is that video games need to go back to being video games, and movies need to go back to being movies. Movies are trying too hard to be fucking video games, which are Batman vs. Supermans and your Civil Wars and things of that such. And you got these fucking video games that are trying to be movies like Uncharted. I don't want, when I'm paying $60, I don't want to sit through cutscenes. I don't want to sit through a story-driven games are fine. You know, one of the story-driven games that I love of all time is Xenogears. Yeah, but it has amazing gameplay to go with it. And the thing is, with Xenogears, the story was so ahead of its time. It's till this day, I have never seen a video game match it on the twists and turns that I've seen with Xenogears. Shit, okay, fuck Xenogears. Let's not go to the past. Let's go to the day. I was playing Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni was taking me on twists and fucking turns. And none of these review sites gave it props. What else did he motherfucker? He's insane. It's Colin Moriarty. He's insane. I guarantee if I go through all this shit, it's just going to be another but convoluted, words. Words what nobody's telling me about the fucking game. This is embarrassing. I can't believe this is what happened to video games. And nobody gives a fuck. Nobody listens to none of that shit. The main war online right now is everybody's photoshopping that 10. 10. I thought video games review sites were opinion based. When it was the Order 1886 and they were giving the game 3s, 4s, 2s, and 1s, it was all opinion based. Now, when IGN and GameStop starts getting out 10s, it's facts. Is this GameStop in an attempt to sell copies of Uncharted? The game, I mean, this is for a AAA game. This is one of the lowest selling games I've ever seen in my life. The highest that it's ever sold for all three of them is 6 million. Somebody came to me the other day and was like, man, combined, it's 21 million. I'm like, that's still poor. That's extremely poor. Combined for all the franchises, including the one on the Vita, and I'm like, that's fucking pathetic.
Naughty Dog has led us across the globe in search of famous treasures from equally famous legends. In Uncharted 4, however, we find protagonist Nathan Drake leading a quiet life with freelance journalist Elena Fisher, who also happens to be his wife. They live in New Orleans. They have a 3-bedroom house. They play video games together. But this...
What the fuck? Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. 10 out of 10. Well, there you go. He's living the perfect life. He's been stealing shit for his whole life. Now he's married and he's playing video games with his girlfriend. Trying to live to the illusion. It's just trying to live. It's just feeding the mindset of virgins and nerds. These insane people that believe that they're going to meet a girl like that. Drake's living the perfect life. I want to live that life one day.
This all changes with the return of Nathan's older brother Sam, who was thought to be dead for 15 years. Not only is he alive and well, but he also has a lead on one of history's greatest treasures, the loot of the pirate Henry Avery, which the brothers have sought since their early days of treasure hunting.
It's like, he's not telling me why the game is good. He's just telling me the story. I can do that. This is insane. I can't believe people are continuously falling for this shit. I mean, I'm in the video with this because I could be here all day. This is how I know Uncharted is bullshit. This is how I know. As a matter of fact, I'll prove it right now. Bear with me. This is how I can prove this is all bullshit. Bear with me, please. Please. I'm about to expose these motherfuckers. This is just complete bullshit. I mean, this is how I know it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers are literally finding anything and going, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. That's fucking great, man. Oh my God, this is fucking mind-blowing. Like, nigga, are you serious? This is mind-blowing? This is where gaming needs to go? You know, motherfuckers were doing that shit when you know. Let me see if I can find this shit right here. This is, look at this bullshit. Hold on, let me skip this commercial. Come on, man. This is just yeah. You know, this is 27 questions black people have for other black people, right? Now, these are complaints that's going around and the black community has with each other, but I really believe it's the white community telling Negroes, coons, to read these questions. Now, read this. Watch this. Let me see if I can find this bullshit. This raggedy ass black bitch.
Why do some black men only date white? For a black woman to date outside her race.
Shut the fuck up.
Not liking something that's supposedly black. Such a wonderful and magical place.
I need to find this shit.
Long hair. Why do you think well-off black people don't know what it means?
You're not well off, faggot.
Family, in order to feel interesting or more valuable than other
I gotta find this shit.
And special and
I should have prepared before the video.
other races kind of unique and special in their own way. They're a bunch
Fuck.
more valuable than other black people around them. Why can't we just
Fuck.
why is the
I can tell you what it is, but you won't believe me.
and then tear each other down like the ugliest little black thing?
Shut the fuck up.
Why do some black people out of my head seen as a political statement?
Why do we think people?
Damn it, I can't find this shit, yo.
Do you really likely to engage in the new dance trend?
There we go. All right, cool. Bam, I found it, goddammit. Now listen, I've been hearing Negroes, niggers, coons, mediocre YouTube channels, suspect YouTube channels, niggas that I know are gay but pretending to be straight YouTube channels. I've been hearing niggas complain about this shit on Twitter every single goddamn day. Now watch this. Now all of us I see these same Negroes retweeting and getting hype for bullshit like this. Now watch this.
Why are we more likely to engage in the new dance trend than we are to get involved in politics or opening a business?
You see that shit right there? You heard what that crazy ass fucking black woman said. Why are we more in tune with creating the new dance trends than fucking being in some type of backstabbing politics or opening up a backstabbing business? Both politics and business are things that are plaguing and destroying this establishment that we have today. Because we're too busy dancing. That's the problem. Dancing is the problem. And now, yesterday, I seen Uncharted was posting, you know, Nathan Drake is doing the dab, you know? One dude was doing the nay-nay. You know, all the latest nigger dances. All the latest moves. What? All the latest moves. You know what I'm saying? All the latest fucking all of a sudden there was retweets and dancing out the wazoo that shows you that this is just complete bullshit. Uncharted 4 can literally put out a piece of shit for 40 hours. You're just looking at shit for 40 hours all through the gameplay, and I guarantee motherfuckers will find a way to hype this shit up. And I thought dancing was bad. I thought dancing was plaguing the black community. But it's okay when Nathan Drake is doing it. This is insane. I'm going to listen. This is insane.
Previous titles, Uncharted 4 revolves around third-person combat, climbing, and puzzle solving. But
wait. 10 out of 10. Third-person shooter, climbing, and puzzle.
Unlike its predecessors, this game often lets you sneak past enemy soldiers without doing
Yeah, but then you got stealth shit. This is insane. This is insane. There's no way. I will be the judge. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will be the judge when I would be buying it on Tuesday. I will be live streaming it on Zombie 70 versus the World. I will play as much as I can play. I'm going to try to beat the whole thing. If I get so bored to the point where I can't play no more, then I will toss it. I will shit on it if it's a piece of shit. I mean, it is like my man said. What was his name? Live Wires. It's my guy. He was like, yo, niggas, they're not even being objective. They're just flat out not being objective. They're not keeping it real. It's just showing that these motherfuckers who were fanboys, Colin Moriarty, this assholes who were reviewing it, these motherfuckers who have been fans for this Uncharted series for years and been trying to get this shit off of the fucking ground, they gave Uncharted 3 a 10 out of 10, and that wasn't a 10 out of 10. I can be here forever. I have to go. This is insane. We'll talk about it. But listen, when the game comes out next week, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks, it could have came out today. I'll check GameStop. I don't know. But this is insane. This is crazy. I thought review sites were opinion-based. Now it's factual. Now I don't want to hear that opinion-based bullshit when review sites start putting out your mediocre shooters, giving them 3s and 4s and 5s. Because from now on, I'm going to go back and say, well, you guys said that 10 was a fact. And you didn't even play the game yet. I can't believe it.